the Victoria Street, Broad Street, Albert Street and Bridge Street are the shore line. So at this side of Victoria Street, kind of more up that way, there was an area of sand called Broad Sands. And along here people had sheds and maybe little slipways and boats and peat stacks and that sort of thing. Which is good because we can now pretend that we're gathered on the shore, on the beach, between high and low tide, between the high and low tide marks. How are we doing for the moon? Has anybody seen the moon lately? Is it full, half? Just come off a full moon. Well, in the 1880s, the folklorist Walter Traill Dennison wrote down a whole lot of folklore from Orkney and stories and stuff. We're really grateful to him now for the work that he did, although some of it is a bit romanticized, but never mind. And he wrote down in the 1880s what you would do if you wanted to pledge yourself to the devil to gain power. So you would come to the beach where we are now. You had to wait for a full moon first, and then you had to wait for the right time of day. So you want to be in the area between the high water mark and the low water mark. You need to wait for an ebb tide. In that liminal zone, you lie down and then you place stones around your body. And then there's a chant that you have to say that Walter Traill Dennison wrote down the whole charm, and it goes like this. Oh, forgive me for my pronunciation. O Master King, O that's ill, come fill me with a warlock skill, and I shall serve wi' a me will. Trou tak me, gen I sinna, trou tak me, gen I winna, trou tak me when I kenna. Come tak me nu, and tak me tak lights and liver, pluck and ga. Tak me nu, I say, for the how or the head to the tip or the tape. Tak that's out and in of me. Tak hair and hide and to thee. Tak heart, hands, flesh, blood and bones. Tak atween the 7 stains. In the name of the muckle black Wallawa. Now Helen has tried this.
I'm an adventurous person, and I was intrigued by this, so I have actually tried it. I did it the first summer we moved up to Orkney. I went out to the sands of Evie near the Brook of Gurness, and I found a sandbank, and I did this. I changed the word slightly because I don't really believe in the devil in my cosmology. And I was also quite interested in that last line. And Dennison, he looks at that word, a muckle black wallawa, and he thinks that what it may be is it may be a reference to a vulva, and these are this is not a lady's private parts. This is the name of the seers in the Old Norse, the Old Norse Sade way of shamanism that the Vikings practiced. So this is about asking to have second sight and unlimited power. And I can tell you, I don't have either of those. But what was lovely was that as I stood up from doing this ritual, the tide had come in considerably more, and there must have been about 20 seals just watching me. And I think they possibly thought I was going to chuck my robe off and dive in the water and join them back as their Selkie sister. It was moving, and it was very interesting. And cold, don't try it.
Yeah. I think we're moving on to the next.
We're going to get down to Wallace Close, which is near to the chemist.